Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and here we go. So as we were kind of expecting, the new Dokkan battle global Twitter page has followed suit with what they regularly do for JP and has posted the info for the new Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN, which obviously we've been waiting to see. The only little bits of information we had from the Dokkan Now episode was that he was going to be a Universe Survival Saga leader that was an attack-based unit, and we knew that his active skill would be an attack that also raises the attack of all of his allies. So they've posted all the details, so let us have a look. So literally, as we discussed on the streams, the World Tournament streams for the last couple of evenings, we have been hypothesizing about what we thought his other leader skill, because we kind of all assumed he was going to have a secondary leader skill, and so just as we discussed, he does have representatives of Universe 7, so there's more details here. So he's got representatives of Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga, HP 130%, attack and defense 170%, and free key obviously. That's very, very good. That's probably the best split of stats. 170% to attack and defense is very, very good, so I'm very happy with that. His passive, which is what we've obviously been waiting to find out, attack and defense 59%, so that's just as standard at the start of the turn. Then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 10% with each attack received up to 59%. Okay, so he has to get hit 6 times. And then obviously that puts him at just under, so it'll be 118% attack and defense after he gets hit 6 times. Then he gets an additional attack plus 59% and attacks super effective against all types when performing a super attack if HP is 59% or less once only. So that is the same restriction for his active skill. So kind of like the Kid Goku, he's going to be able to get his active skill and have an extra effect for that turn, for the once only. So super effective against all types with his super attack. So that'll be very interesting for Super Battle Road. Obviously, the fact that there are multiple enemies of different types. His active skill, we kind of already knew this, so can be activated when HP is 59% or less with another 3 or more representatives of Universe 7 category allies on the team. Does ultimate damage to the enemy and raises allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. So what's really interesting about both of those, his passive and the active skill, is there's no turn restriction. Obviously the active skill you are restricted by your team build up, but if you were, for example, doing Universe Survival Saga Super Battle Road, if you go into fight 2 or 3 on 59% HP or less, you are going to be able to fire off the Spirit Bomb on turn 1, boost everyone's attack by 30%, and then fire off his super attack with an additional attack boost and super effective against all types. So, I mean, you could very easily roll into that second or third fight and just immediately take somebody out with this Goku. So that's very interesting. And then his super attack, the 10 times KAIOKEN God Kamehameha, greatly raises attack and causes immense damage to the enemy. Immense damage, you know, we obviously knew, but greatly raises attack. So I theorized, I mean, I hadn't put a huge amount of thought into it, but when we talked about it on the stream last night, I said that he would potentially do something like greatly raises attack for 1 turn. But oh no, he infinitely stacks his attack, and it is a greatly raises every single time. So after a few turns, he is going to be able to get his attack stat pretty ridiculously high, especially considering once he takes those 6 hits, he is getting that extra 59% attack and defense boost as well. So, okay, so that's it for the images. Links: Godly Power, Warrior God, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Tournament of Power, Over in a Flash, Fierce Battle. Damn, he is stacked with attack links. Because the best part about his categories is that almost every single unit on that, I think literally every single unit, has Tournament of Power, so that's 3 key. And then Over in a Flash for 3 key. So UI Goku, LR Goku and Frieza, but that's it regardless of who else, 3 key. And then with them, 6 key. So you put him next to UI Goku, both of them, boom, 12 key, automatic super. You put him next to LR Goku and Frieza. LR Goku and Frieza will already have 12 key. So that's pretty good. Literally the only thing that would make him any better was if he lowered attack, and then he would be LR Goku and Frieza's best friend. But yeah, he is absolutely stacked with attack links. So even on, for example, Realm of Gods, you could put him alongside Tech Vegito Blue, and they are going to share all of these attack links and Over in a Flash, and obviously Fierce Battle. He's on Pure Saiyans as well. The rest is, yeah, hidden in all of the other pictures, but we can assume that he will be on Goku Family and Kamehameha at the very least. I mean, obviously, it's pretty obvious he's going to be on Kamehameha. And of course he's going to be on Goku Family. Will he be on full power? He could be on full power. I could definitely see that. Obviously they don't show, and there's no other comments from them. So we don't know all of his categories. But yeah, definitely Kamehameha and Goku's Family are not being shown. And I would say potentially full power as well. Just trying to think off the top of my head all the other categories. But yeah, definitely those. So a lot of categories, a lot of attack links, which is really good. He doesn't give himself any key as part of his passive or anything like that. So you have to run him alongside either other Tournament of Power characters or Over in a Flash characters. But Over in a Flash is a 3 key link. So like I said, even if you're running him on Realm of Gods and you put him next to Tech Vegito Blue, obviously they're not going to have Tournament of Power, but Over in a Flash is a 3 key link, so he's already going to be on 9 key. So that is very, very good. So let's talk about his passive. So obviously attack and defense 59% straight away. So we're talking about turn 1 when he's received no attacks and you're on full health. You're only getting 59%. Now I say only, it's obviously not the biggest boost. They show his, let's see his stats. See, this isn't him Rainbow, so I know Hydros posted the image the other day, but I don't know how legit that is for his stats. But so we can't really see his full stats. But he's going to have reasonable defense. He's obviously an attack-based unit. So one thing I'm really interested to see, and I talked about this before on the stream, I was very keen to see whether this guy could be the linchpin for actually being able to defeat Realm of Gods, no items, Super Battle Road on Global. Because obviously we don't have LR God Goku or the Awakening for the Supreme Kai of Time, which were 2 units that were very instrumental in Truth finally being able to beat Realm of Gods no items on JP. So I'm obviously thinking about turn 1, full health. He's only got a 59% defense increase, so he probably will get hit pretty hard on turn 1. Obviously units that get a defensive boost with each attack received, it means if you put him in the first slot and there's like 4 attacks, obviously after each attack he's going to take slightly less damage because he's going to be getting that defensive boost. And then of course he will fire off his super attack, so if he's been hit a couple of times he's already going to have gotten a couple of attack boosts, and then he greatly raises attack with his super attack. So just by looking at him, first impression, he's not like the best unit in the game. I know some people were hoping, and we kind of joked about on the stream last night, it would be kind of cool if he just suddenly dropped and was like immediately the best TUR on Global. I think it's safe to say that he is not, but he is very good. And of course the fact if you're using him as your leader, attack and defense 170% as part of his leader skill is very, very good. Obviously if you were going to run the Universe Survival Saga Super Battle Road stage, Jiren is very useful as the lead for that because of his ability to stun with his passive, but it definitely seems like the optimal build is probably to bring this Goku as your leader with Jiren on the team, and then probably a friend Jiren, and then you can run rotations of this guy with Jiren and Jiren with somebody else on the other rotation. Obviously that's not going to maximize this Goku's attack links, but just in terms of strategy for Super Battle Road that would obviously be very good. if you're not going for like no items, or you're just using him on a normal Dokkan event or something like that, his best link partners are obviously going to be units like Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, UI Goku. He's going to link decently well with Goku and Frieza, so that will be very interesting. Obviously he doesn't lower attack, like I said, so he's not like the optimal partner for them for maximizing their abilities, but he does have a lot of very good links with them. And then of course the fact that he infinitely stacks his attack. So if we think about long events like the Infinite Dragon Ball History or the Legendary Goku event, obviously it's not going to take long for you to have received 6 attacks, so he's going to be going through most of that event with the 118% attack and defense boost, which, I mean, especially if you have him Rainbow, he's going to have pretty high stats. And of course by the time you get to the final Ultra Instinct stages, with the fact that he infinitely stacks attack and it greatly raises each time, he is going to be putting out some ridiculous attack stat numbers. And then of course if you can not, you know, like dodge supers in opportune moments, if you can save that active skill until the later stages, the extra effect of his passive, as well as the active skill, because they have the same restriction. But yeah, if you've got his passive fully maxed out and then you drop below 59% HP, he's going to get another 60% boost on top. I'm just going to say 60 instead of 59, but he's going to get another 60% boost on top of that 120 that he's already got at the start of the turn. And the attacks become super effective against all types. So if you can save that for either STR UI or in MUI, just wow, like the amount of damage that he's going to put onto him is going to be insane. So yeah, I would say definitely very good unit. Top tier from first impression. I don't like to rank units with numbers, especially before we see them in the game. So it's kind of like, is he a top 10 TUR? It's kind of hard to say until we actually see him in action. But I definitely do think that he's very good. The fact that he has a lot of attack links is very reassuring. Because obviously if you think back to times like when we saw Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was announced, just by seeing like what he does with his passive and all that, he looked very impressive. And then we saw his links and they were basically all key links. So they kind of nerfed him a little bit by not giving him too many attack links. Whereas this Goku is basically all attack links and then 2-3 key links. So that is very, very good. He has a very good link set. He will link up ridiculously well with the existing AGL KAIOKEN, who we all refer to as KAIOKEN Goku, even though his name is just Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which means they have different names, which means you can run them together. So obviously he doesn't have his EZA on global yet. We're kind of hoping that maybe they'll bring that up for this celebration, because that rotation of them two together will be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I'm very impressed. He's very, very good. Absolutely. His active skill, not going to be too difficult to get off. We talked about this as well. I haven't done like a specific video talking about him because I was waiting for all of the stats and stuff to come out. I did see some people joking around that like his active skill is going to be difficult to get. But I don't think it is. Like obviously on his own team you're going to have 3 or more representatives of Universe 7 allies, and then if we look at things like Realm of Gods or Pure Saiyans, you're going to have SSBE Vegeta, UI Goku, the Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN, especially if they give him his EZA, because the problem is if we don't get that original AGL KAIOKEN Goku's EZA, you kind of don't really want to use him in this current meta because he's really not that good. There is the AGL God Goku, who's quite decent, but it may force you to use a unit like him who you wouldn't necessarily put on your team, just so you can meet that restriction. But that means you can still do it on those teams. Goku family, again, you'll be able to use UI Goku, the AGL God Goku. That might be it. Might be a bit more difficult on Goku family. Kamehameha, again, a lot of those units are on those same categories. So for most of his categories, it shouldn't be too difficult to meet that restriction for the actual team build. And then it's just a case of dropping below 59%. Now, it does say once only. Obviously, we know that you can only use active skills once only. But the one thing I do wonder, just because of the way it's worded, is like, for example, the Go Bros, if you drop below the 59% HP, you can do the family Kamehameha. If you don't use it and you go above 59% HP, when you drop below 59% HP again in the same fight, you can obviously use it then instead. Whereas with the Kid Goku, once his activates, you have to use it that turn. So I wonder if it's going to be like that or like the Go Bros. I feel like that's something we probably won't know for definite until we actually get to try them out in game. But yeah, that's very interesting. Like I said, I think one of the big things that's going to be very useful and very cool about this unit is in Super Battle Road, if you can rock up into Fight 2 or 3 already on 59% or less HP, he's going to be able to instantly fire off the Spirit Bomb, which damages somebody, buffs your entire rotation. Then he's going to fire off his super attack, which is super effective against all types. And then obviously the other 2 units on the rotation are then going to get off their attacks with a 30% attack boost. So he is definitely very, very good. He's definitely top tier. Like I said, kind of hard to place him in any sort of ranking, but he is very, very good. He's not like insanely broken. He's not like an instant read, oh, he's the best TUR on Global. But he is very, very strong, and I am definitely very excited to summon for him. As I've said on the streams, I will be doing a live stream to summon for him as soon as the banner drops, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm going to go back to grinding the World Tournament and keep an eye on the channel for more information. I'm very interested to know what you guys think in the comments down below, so let me know and let's get the discussion about this very interesting global exclusive unit going. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. I've also got Ningen Club merch available. That link is below as well. Check that out. Shout out to everyone who's sent me pictures of their orders already. Very much appreciate it. And I will see you all again very soon. Have a good one.